Welcome to the What is Stoicism podcast.
Wanting to get out of pain is the pain. It is not the reaction of an I, distinct from the pain. When you discover this, the desire to escape merges into the pain itself and vanishes. The first time I read these lines in The Wisdom of Insecurity by Alan Watts, I had one of those moments when you instinctively stop reading and stare into the distance because your mind needs a few seconds to catch up. After rereading the short passage a few times, I realised which part hit me the hardest. Wanting to get out of pain is the pain. Those 9 words stopped me in my tracks because they captured something I had experienced countless times but had never clearly articulated. They felt both familiar and surprising. A precise description of the anxiety that arises when the mind fixates on what has already happened or what might happen next. At first glance, the idea might not seem particularly revelatory, but if you've ever felt distress in the present over a past mistake or a future uncertainty, it offers a powerful insight. Much of our suffering is not caused by pain itself, but by our resistance to it. And understanding the source of a problem is often the first real step toward resolving it. My interpretation of Watt's statement breaks down into 3 parts. First, regretting the past or obsessing over the future involves a desire to escape imaginary points in time, points that don't actually exist right now. That desire creates discomfort in the present. Second, we've already escaped the past and the future by virtue of existing here and now. Third, and most revealing of all, the present moment itself is usually not unbearable. Most of the time, it's only our thoughts about it that hurt. So armed with a clearer understanding of where much of our pain comes from, what's the Stoic response? In short, acceptance. Accept that the present moment is rarely intolerable. You've made it this far after all. Accept that the past is gone and can't be changed, even though it may have taught you valuable lessons. Accept that the future hasn't arrived and will always remain uncertain, no matter how much we worry about it. You can prepare thoughtfully and still acknowledge that outcomes are never fully in your control. If that sounds like passive resignation, it's worth being clear about what acceptance actually means. Acceptance isn't apathy. It's not giving up or surrendering your agency. It's the recognition of what can't be changed, so that you can stop exhausting yourself trying to change it. It's not standing still and absorbing difficulty. It's looking reality in the eye and taking a step forward without dragging unnecessary suffering along with you. Trying to escape pain often prolongs it. If you stop running, it has nothing to chase. This is where the Stoic idea of amor fati, loving your fate, comes into play. It's a commitment to work with reality as it is, rather than constantly struggling against it. This way of thinking also connects directly to how the Stoics understood good and bad. We all carry preconceptions about what is beneficial and what is harmful. Typically, we label as good whatever we believe will advantage us, and as bad whatever threatens that advantage. Once we define things this way, we relentlessly pursue what we judge to be good. But according to the Stoics, it's precisely these preconceptions that generate conflict, both within ourselves and between people. If everyone's chasing what they believe to be advantageous, they'll inevitably experience frustration when they fail to obtain it. And when 2 people pursue the same external advantage, competition, resentment, and hostility can easily arise. Education, according to Epictetus, is learning how to apply our preconceptions of good and bad correctly, in accordance with nature, and learning to distinguish what is up to us from what is not. In his discourses, he explains that what's up to us includes our will and the choices that flow from it. What's not up to us includes the body, possessions, reputation, other people, and external circumstances in general. So where, Epictetus asks, should we locate what is truly good? Not in external things, but in what depends on us, our judgments, intentions, and actions. This definition of good tends to provoke resistance, just as it did among Epictetus' students. Is health not good? Is life not good? Are our children, parents, and homeland not good things? The Stoic answer is subtle. These things are deeply valuable and naturally preferred, but they are not the good in the strict sense. When we treat them as ultimate goods, we make ourselves vulnerable to distress whenever they're threatened or lost. Epictetus illustrates the danger of locating good in external advantage with a striking example. If it's good for me to acquire land, then it becomes good for me to take my neighbour's land. If it's good for me to have a cloak, then it becomes good for me to steal one. This mindset, he says, is how conflict, civil strife, and even war begin. Recognizing that the true good lies only in what's up to us doesn't mean we stop caring about everything else. It means we hold external things differently. We may strongly prefer health, safety, and the well-being of those we love, while also acknowledging that we do not fully control these outcomes. They can change at any time. When we accept this, when we stop trying to escape pain by clinging to what can't be secured, we reduce unnecessary suffering. Acceptance aligns our expectations with reality. It frees us from the exhausting effort to control what was never ours to command in the first place. In this sense, Stoic acceptance and Alan Watts' insight come to the same conclusion. Much of our pain arises not from life itself, but from our resistance to it. When that resistance falls away, we create the mental space to focus on what's truly up to us.